everybody, Bonnie here. Welcome to VEODA. Today is a Friday the 18th. This is just going to be a quick video today. I have a couple of projects that I need to finish by tomorrow, but it's all fun. Like yesterday, someone that I know had sent me a message wondering if I could help out the Easter Bunny, and I said sure, of course. So I've got well, one of the plushies I have finished, which I'll show you, and then I have two more that I need to make. So that's what I'll be doing the rest of the afternoon and tonight, and I love it, you guys. I've said it before, I really like crocheting things that I normally wouldn't, and I normally would not crochet this guy. Do you know who he is? My favorite is his hat. I love his hat. This is Blippi. Blippi is a children's TV program, or maybe it's online, I'm not quite sure. Briella used to be into Blippi for like 5 minutes. She really liked tractors, and he had a tractor episode. But, so I was familiar with Blippi. I knew who he was when I was asked to crochet him, and he turned out really good. I was surprised because I used a couple different types of yarn just because of the colors, and I mean, I didn't have time to order any yarn, but having a yarn stash helps, you know, you guys. And then Dollar Tree, they help too with their chenille yarns. So that is actually what the flesh tone is on Blippi here. That is the Just Chenille from Dollar Tree in the color Oyster. But I mixed it, or I also used Bernat blanket yarn with it, and I wasn't quite sure how that would work out, but it worked. The gray and the blue, no wait, just the blue is baby blanket. Bernat baby blanket, yeah. And then the gray is just Bernat blanket, and the orange is Bernat brights. Where I connected it, the Just Chenille with the blanket yarn, no problem at all. The feet go all the way up to the head. It's one piece there, and I crocheted in the arms. And the pattern though, I had to use two patterns. So this is the photo. It's not my picture that I was sent, and mine is just a little bit different. I did give it some eyebrows, and I used embroidered eyes because it is for a little one, and I didn't want to do the safety eyes. So I found, I'm sorry there isn't a credit to whose picture that is, but I found the patterns that they were talking about, and those are two patterns actually that are on Etsy. The person who did what they call Blippi mod, which looks like this, is Without Limits Crochet. I'll link this in the description box too. But her pattern says to use somebody else's pattern for the body, and that is Katie Did's 3-in-1. There's a pattern pack, and I think it was on sale, so I did buy the pattern pack because look at that bunny. There's a bunny, there is a unicorn, and there's a doll. So you use the doll's body, and then the mod, that's what they call the pattern, Blippi mod, shows you what to do for color changes and all of that. I basically follow the patterns mostly. I did do my own thing right around the waist. I didn't make it as wide, so it's not as chubby. It's more like what the character looks like. And I did less rounds on the hat because using the blanket yarn, the hat was just gonna be way too big. To attach all of the orange bits, like his glasses, a bow tie, the hat is sewn on, I used embroidery floss. I had an orange that was exactly the color of the Bernat Brights orange. I think it's called Bernat Brights Carrot Orange. And he does have some eyebrows. Those eyebrows are just chenille brown. There's a tiny bit of white by the eye. I wanted really simple eyes. He does have a nose. There's no mouth on the pattern. I think it looks cute. You know, sometimes too much detail is just too much. And I did do a little bit something different with the shoes. the pattern had 2 X's for the laces, and then I just did 1 X with the line. I thought it just looked better. There is a color jog in the back that I'm not too happy with, but I really don't think that they're gonna care. So yeah, I made Blippi last night and I finished him up this morning. And then I have 2 more characters. I'm gonna insert a couple of pictures of those characters. The first one is Sprout, and it's from some kind of a game called Dandy's World. I don't know that game. I don't know the characters. And the second one is a character called V from the same Dandy's World game or whatever it is. There aren't really patterns for them. There is a pattern for V, the one that looks like the television, but it's $8 and it doesn't really look like the character, in my opinion. Like, I know I could just come up with something. So that's what I'm doing for both of them. I'm just freehanding them. I have the arms done for the Sprout, and then I have one of the legs done. I'm using the Just Chenille. It's the perfect colors. That's my main concern when freehanding or making character amies, is matching the colors. So that's what I'm going to be working on tonight. We're having a very simple dinner because I don't have time to be in the kitchen for hours, and I'm not too upset about that. So I'm gonna go have my dinner, which is a Hot Pocket. It's cooling down right now. It should be just about perfect, but I just wanted to say hi to you guys and get my VEODA video in. So I hope you guys are finding some fun stuff to crochet, and I will see you in a couple of days. Bye everybody.